there's no reason why Grey Knights are better at fighting demons than just regular plain old Marines with blessed bolters. I'm sorry, but there's literally no reason why they should be better at doing it. Other than they have a little bit more knowledge about how demons work.
Do you want to hear what the Exorcist chapter does?
Sure.
When they recruit Space Marines, they will get their initiates to undergo a trial where they will basically have them possessed by a demon, and that initiate has to fight off the demon.
Jesus, talk about making life easy for chaos.
So why do we need Grey Knights?
Yeah, but here's the cool thing. Despite the fact this means they have to have 2 extra scout companies just because the casualties are fucking insane from this process, it means that when an exorcist now fights a demon, they're completely invisible.
No.
It's being a pariah without the extra benefits of being a
Well,
pariah.
no, they're not a pariah, they're illuminated, which means they have complete and total knowledge of chaos and mastery of the chaos within them.
Okay, that is not a heady. That is not an unfortunate mistake. That was done on purpose. I'm sorry. The Australian Bureau of Statistics knew what they were doing when they sent out a same-sex marriage voting slip with bum sex as a part of the barcode. They knew what they were doing.
Well, it is pretty awesome, though.
Sorry, they knew what they were doing. There was no alluding to this. They knew what they were doing and why it's wrong. The things I wake up to in the morning.
Yep. That reminds me, at some point, me, Little Pip, and a few of the others that post in there really do need to just spam that channel full of crap like no tomorrow. Just to see what your reaction to it would be. AFK, one sec.
I have to re-review the Equestrian at War Mod. Simply because all of the freaking people who were doing Hearts of Iron... we're live now, by the way. I'm just rambling.
Yeah.
I have to redo the Equestrian at War Mod review because all of the people who do Hearts of Iron content today just decided, hey, let's all take a look at the pony mod.
And Pip's like, what the fuck are you doing? That mod relies on the inbuilt AI, which is useless.
Well, what they've actually done is they've given the inbuilt AI 62 additional unit configurations, and the actual units in game are kind of like the old World's Blues units, where they are radically different than the base game. So they've made it where the AI might be competent because it kicked the Rambler and it kicked kicked 2 people's asses. It just stomped a mud hole in them.
Cool.
All is chaos. Did you literally say...
Hi. This bag of hugs for $5.
Thank you, Jeff. God, I need
Boo,
to...
have some money. Smiley face.
Did you really come in, scream, boo, I have a white ghost, I have a white sheet, and that's my Halloween costume. Here's some money. Did that just happen?
The best costume.
No, the best
It's the classic.
The best costume is when I dressed up in actual wax makeup from head to toe as the Wicked Witch of the West, sat on the porch and looked like a wax statue, and then if you came up and rang the doorbell for candy, I would lean forward, you would see me move, and then I would cackle. And if you stayed, you got candy, and I gave out full-size Hershey bars.
Still like the year you replaced the Ferrero Rochers with Sprouts.
Oh my god, that was priceless. That was priceless. So many complaints.
Ooh, this is one very dank tip.
Arvada, what did...
I keep forgetting like how big Halloween is over in America.
Giovanna.
But I didn't blow it up as badly as I usually do.
I would also like to thank Bodan for putting us out on Twitter before I even put us out on Twitter. What the shit, man? I haven't even announced. Where did all of these people come from and why?
Apparently you're awesome, and also apparently doing your brony endless thing seems to be drawing people in.
I'm confused. You guys understand we're not doing ponies today, right? It's for Warhammer. You're all okay with that, right? You're not like...
I mean, playing Warhammer doesn't mean that there will be a lack of ponies.
I mean, heck,
It
yours and my avatar's fee are both ponies.
There we go, 2 ponies.
Well, alright, a pony and a zebra, but yeah.
Am I the only one here who's not a brony?
We'll convert you eventually.
I'm not really.
Yeah, indifferent.
Gotta fix that.
Oh,
Apparently Raphael came for the Black Crusade, so yay.
Okay, I mean, the people were coming up last night to watch Rebel Galaxy, which is
Hi!
legitimately a
This
fun
bag
ass
of hugs
game.
for $5. Hold!
And you guys made it
Skulls
more
for
fun
the Skull
because
Throne.
I'd never actually tried the point blank range, ram the fuck out of it, and scream bloody murder strategy.
The stream tip grenade has been armed. 5 seconds until detonation.
I shall not be outdone. Glory to overspending.
And Prigo just dropped another 50.
Are you starting a tip war? Is that what's happening? I'm not prepared for that. Okay? I actually got good sleep last night. There was a lot of rum. You guys don't understand. This was a fresh bottle. I'm gonna turn on the webcam now. So this was a fresh bottle of Kraken, which for those who don't know, a fresh bottle of Kraken is filled up to the actual black label here. So I had about, how big is this bottle? Is this a 750? This is a 750. I had about 200 and something milliliters of Kraken. Just directly into my body. That was a bad idea.
It's not directly into your body unless it's on a drip.
But oh my god, I slept so well, and oh my god, that freaking Docky is evil.
No, Josh, we won't be hitting the Exterminators button. We are Chaos, therefore the Exterminators would be aimed at us.
But
Chaos Exterminators.
We still can, just for different reasons.
We can do Chaos Exterminatus. I mean, what do you think?
Light grenade?
Exactly. What do you think of What do you think a vortex grenade is?
Fucking black hole.
Oh, I would be all for launching off some Life Eater rounds.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get those. The Imperium figured that one out, sadly.
So I need to check DeviantArt. I might have an artist.
Hi! This
Yes.
bag of hugs for $5. Hold!
Awesome. I'm gonna be bringing
Tip
them
for the
on.
tip war. Change for the change throne. Money for Fiaura.
Yay!
WAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
going now.
The mod is demanding tip
Breaking
war.
you.
Begin.
Excellent.
Good. Good.
King Bronze tipped 5 and 2 just to demand a tip war.
So, none of my artists that I hired draw humans. Well, one of them does, but he's currently assigned to a major project, that is going to be developing you guys more, basically, bottle caps. So, he's currently assigned to that. But I just sent the invite to the server for this game that we run stuff for character and stuff between games, to the person who will be drawing you guys as new character tokens. So you will have individualized, customized character tokens like everyone else who plays an RPG with me. I apologize this took so long, but
it's fine.
It's happening.
Wasn't expecting this, so this is a happy thing.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the Fallout Equestria story is now 17 likes away from me having to wear a swimsuit for a week, and it's getting closer and closer to winter. 4 decisions were made. And that's all the random announcements I have. So
just make sure the clasp works properly on it this time.
It's a brand new swimsuit. On with the show!
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're a little on the large side on that end, so...
Okay, so I just recently snapped a bra. What's your point?
That you recently just snapped a bra.
I'm gonna take my hormone pill now and pass it on to whoever the fuck's doing recap, and if you say I'm doing it, I'm gonna cry.
You're doing it.
No, that would be me. She did it last time.
Ha!
Okay.
Told you! I know better than to put that bet on the line and not actually know that I win.
All right, Cakes takes away.
So last time on our wonderful misadventures of our lovable band of chaos spawn, we're not quite spawn, but we have acclamations and aspirations. We went from the bridge, where we probably dropped a blight grenade, me hacking up a lung, to the Lord Inquisitor's chamber, where I wish we would have dropped a blight grenade. Because fuck that bitch.
No, she got to go out in the most humiliating way possible. Literally defeated by lack of helmets.
Press for time.
Yeah,
that's my
she
fault.
got defeated by lack of helmet.
I don't have a hangover.
But she summoned
I slept that off, so we're good.
an extremely busty demon who
drunk, so
I'm still trying to figure out if the loincloth was simply blowing in the wind because of warp magic, or if there was something else lifting it up. But yeah, we fought all that, beat it all down.
Somebody banished the demon.
Yeah, we unfortunately banished the demon, trying to help the demon so it wouldn't be bound anymore.
Whoopsie!
And then, as our war leader decides to sit on the golden throne, we have had a choice to make. Do we clear out the rest of the ship and claim it as our own, or do we drop more blight grenades? We've cast the votes, and we clear out the rest of the ship and claim it as our own, because fuck going back to the war fleet. At least, fuck going back to the war fleet empty-handed. So yes, now we form a crusade.
Preclude dropping more blight grenades.
Hi, this bag of hugs for $5. Hold!
So what does it take to get in on
Can
this?
you handle that
I
without
want to
being
be old
infected
cranky
yourself?
Dreadnought.
Oh, you're not Nurgle spawn.
No, what we do is we hand one back to her every time we want her to use one.
The problem still is handling the blight grenade in the first place.
I'm sure you could come up with a device to do it.
Not without praying to Nurgle.
Alright, so, I do have to answer one question. Because 3 people have now asked. I am not the GM of this game. The only game I currently GM is the Saturday Free-For-All. Which I ended up GMing 3 games in one day. Hitomi is our GM. If you want to be an NPC, or if you want to sign up to get on the waiting list to get in, or if Hitomi just wants to throw in another character for some reason and add to this insanity, that is entirely up to her what she wants to do. She's the GM, not me. Moving on. So talk to Hitomi, not me.
You also forgot your trip down to the Medicaid deck in the recap.
Oh,
I thought that was the session before last.
No.
No, that was.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I got super cured of the blight, so.
Yeah.
I got
You and Jack coughed up a nurgling.
Yeah, you both coughed up nurglings, which
Yeah.
ran into the vents. There is no salvaging this ship.
I at least tried to shoot mine.
And I think we killed the Inquisitors only so far.
Hi, this bag of
aside
hugs
from
for
all the other
$5
people on the ship.
Hold!
Please
assassin.
stop hurting me.
Yeah.
Who, quite frankly, fails at being an assassin.
Well, you
He
roll a
gave it
bunch
his
of
best
90 plus, you're gonna fail.
Yeah. Well.
I'm just hoping most of the retinue was on the bridge.
There wasn't any. Well, oh no, there was the captain on the bridge.
We don't know who was on the bridge. There was a bunch of tokens on the bridge. That's all we know. We opened the door, such a bunch of people. Murderly chucked in a grenade. We were like, "Fuck this!" Shutting the door now, and went up.
Fair enough.
Yep. So we join our players back at the broken throne room that they've managed to claim as their own, with just a couple of rotting corpses in it.
For chaos!
Our resident nerd Xanatov and our resident nerd at Panacea have been eyeballs deep in the Inquisitor's personal writings. And you've had time to rest, recuperate, and prepare yourself for the coming purge.
So, how much health did we recover?
You would have recovered health for 1 day. Probably had Panacea checking you, so if you were lightly wounded, you would recover twice your toughness bonus, so you'd be fully healed. If you were heavily wounded, you would have recovered 2 wounds from just resting in medical care.
This could be interesting.
That should be 17. Oh, right, because initially I thought I would get something, but now I did not get it. Instead,
Yeah,
I
thanks
got
to my
a
black
more.
blood, I always count as lightly wounded whenever someone is trying to do
It's like
medical
not
checks.
necessarily in that order.
This elder god calls for chaos.
And I didn't take any wounds last session.
Thank you, Cthulhu. Thank you.
Not from a lack of trying.
Alright. So, we're in agreement. We figure out where the rest of the retinue is, slaughter it. Use them as an example to either join or die.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take the ship on our own miniature crusade. And I get a muffin button.
Please don't summon the muffin, man.
Yeah.
No, the plan is definitely at some point to summon the muffin.
She loudly munches on the cornflakes that have randomly been provided by the Chaos Scourge. It would seem like muffins would be better than these damn flakes that I keep appearing next to my boots every morning. If they gave me a spoon, it would be nice.
I would question this, but...
Cornflakes, do you really want us to call you Muffin?
No.
Corn muffin?
Because a lot of people call you cornflakes because you're always eating cornflakes.
Is that what these are?
Yes.
They just started appearing next to my boots one morning, and I'm not going to argue with a free meal.
Not many of us would.
Alright, so we heading down the elevator?
Yeah, I'll go talk to the machine spirit and get it ready.
So, first place to secure is probably the actual engine bay. Make sure they can't get with us on it.
Also, who has melter weapons?
I have 2 melta bombs.
Wheeler Jack,
Oh, you
I
still
have...
have melta.
No, I mean, who can wield melter weapons?
No, I've got my plasma gun. If that'll be any help.
Nope.
Kicking corpse. I'm trying to make a point. We don't want to leave this thing just laying around. It may be used against us.
That's true. And also, I would have thought, Wheeler Jack, we would take the bridge
Wait,
first.
don't you have a flamethrower?
Yes, I have a flamethrower.
There is a difference between a melta gun and a flamer.
Right.
If it helps, I want to get a melta pistol and put that in my tentacle here. It just kind of pets his own mechadendrite. But lacking that, or anything better than this little flashlight. Yes, you're a flashlight. Stop glaring at me. It's as much as I have.
Fair enough. Alright, step back. Don't want to overcook this. So, I'm gonna burn the corpse with plasma.
Let's harvest the weapon first before you...
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, you meant the... Right. Sorry, I was going completely dumbass there.
Oh, you're talking about Xanatov's minion thing?
Yeah. I don't want to know what would happen if we let the shuttle eat the entire ship. No, that is not an option.
If no one has training melter, I'll take it. Mostly because I don't get any penalties to using unfamiliar weaponry.
I think you're the only one who can. So yeah.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Could somebody chuck me the stats of that multi-melter?
First, give me an athletics check at a -10. Because remember, a giant statue crushed that flat, so you kind of have to get to it first.
I suppose I can get Cornflakes to give me a hand with this.
If I had enough time to actually sit down and build myself a mechadendrite, I could just lift that thing up.
Oh, Hatomi, would I've had enough time to summon a new Nurgling?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh god. Don't throw this one into the ventilation.
But it worked so well last time.
Yes, it worked amazingly well, except for half of our cohort decided that they couldn't breathe Nurglite.
Alright, so Cornflakes, you go down, you grit yourself, you start lifting it up, you got a nice smooth lift that gives him just enough time to grab the corpse and pull it out.
I really wish I picked intelligence to my erudite skill.
I'm gonna check over the weapon, make sure it's safe to use.
Oh, I got boots.
Go for it.
Who did I get?
Trade armor for that.
Oh, Taffy.
Yeah, I've got that.
I'll just get to work on that.
Fuck yeah!
Woohoo!
Alright. You managed to get that in perfect working order. Not a ding or scratch is left on it after you recover it.
You had trouble lifting the statue?
I don't have a manipulator mechadendrite yet, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a weakling.
That's alright.
Keyword there being yet.
I'll just pity you. Like I do Jesse.
I was expecting like I do Xanatov.
Oh, Xanatov I just make fun of. There's no pity there. It's strictly malice.
So yeah, he'll hand over the
Love you,
nice
Eddie.
and pristine multi-melter.
Alright, and Jack will take that off you. Thank you.
What the fuck happened to that? I have to put up a poster.
Is that supposed to be 2d10 plus 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because, you know, anti-tank weapon.
Yeah, just checking. That's my plus. Okie dokie. So, like I said, Admech quarters first. Where were they hanging out?
It's ponies. I'm sorry, Warhammer guys, but it is
Alright,
ponies.
is that where you're going?
It is kind of hilarious. And this one goes out to...
Just heading off Wheeler Jack, or what?
I'm gonna wait for the rest of them to come with me. I'm not going to solo this.
We're going back to the bridge.
We're going back to the... Oh, God. Special rules?
I'm gonna do a quick check on their rebreathers real quick.
I think this goes
to Jeffrey,
but I want to make sure.
Probably best.
Okay, I want to use my Serpent's
to
Tongue
bronze.
ability.
It goes to bronze by one.
I
It goes to
get
bronze because he's the
a
one who's
challenging
taken
charm or deceive to gain a pure talent for one organization for the remainder of the session.
Alright, go for it. You got it.
Okay, so I am going to have here. What would it be? Pure Imperial Navy for the rest of the session. So any social tests I make against pure Imperial Navy personnel will be at +10.
Sounds good.
Did the Merle Ollie just like put on an Imperial Navy swimsuit? Is that what's happened?
Yeah.
She put on a captain's hat.
So King Bronze, you get this one.
Alright.
Just as a note.
Alright. Anyone else got any prep work to do, or you heading off to the engineer control room or the bridge?
Bridge first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, bridge first. If Tech Priest could just at least vent the...
It should have dissipated by now.
Yeah, I'm reading it, Eddie.
But there's...
Guys, I can't speak because the room is noisy. And so I've been trying to message you with a suggestion, and nobody seems to be reading it or responding to it.
Sorry, Hetty. Solas, can you find out where the retinue would be from the ship's logs? So, yeah, no, this is...
Do you really want to ask an Imperial Navy computer where something is?
Yeah. Well, most of the point, I don't think Imperials would have an up-to-date record.
I can try, although I'm not sure if it'll be honest.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Maybe the machine spirit will be nice to you. If you
Alright.
get it right.
Roll me an inquiry test for the data.
Inquiry? I wouldn't use tech use to access it.
Nope, because you're looking for data.
Yeah.
I knew I should have trained that.
If you fail, I'll have a go.
No, I'm not trained in that because it's a fellowship skill, and a fellowship skill is a shite.
Okay, let me make the roll then.
Case in point.
Oh, yeah.
My fellowship skill is shite.
I'll have a look as well. Inquiry.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I suspect you got something like MIU, which also gives a bonus to inquiry tests, or cogitator interface, or whatever the heck it's called.
No.
Alright, just making sure.
Either way, I think I might have got.
Alright, Jack. You can pull up the last orders that were handed out. Apparently, she ordered her retinue spread throughout the ship when she realized that there were boarders on board. There's one in auxiliary control, or at least there was at the time the orders were given. There were 2 in the Medicaid bay. And there was one being called out onto the internal monorail system.
Okay, so apparently we missed one in the Medicaid bay. We've got one in the auxiliary control room, and another on the monorail system.
And one in the ship chapel. Forgot that one, sorry.
Oh, and the ship chapel as well.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm still surprised we got this far. I hadn't actually planned for us to survive at this point. Especially Xanatov.
I think we should go after the one in auxiliary control first, because everyone on the bridge is most likely dead. If there's an auxiliary control room, we've got to hit that first.
So battle bridge it is.
Does that also give me any information on who the crewmates are, or would I have to roll another test for that?
No, you don't have the data on who they actually were. Just their orders.
Right. Okay, so...
What were their orders?
2 to the Medicare bay, 1 to the chapel, 1 to the auxiliary bridge, and 1 to somewhere else.
The internal rail station.
Right. So I say we go auxiliary control. If we've got a choice, if obviously we get these on favorable terms, auxiliary control, monorail system, back to the Medicare bay, and then hit the chapel. That's just, but yeah, well, I mean,
I actually think we should hit the chapel sooner rather than later, because that's a likely rally point.
True. Very true.
Besides, then we can desecrate it and get more favors with Papa Nerdle.
You can do whatever you want to it, but we need to get auxiliary bridge first. Probably need to clear out the monorail system.
Battle bridge, chapel. Anything else? I mean, we are storming an entire ship. This is basically a floating miniature planet.
I get on the PA. I just say, all your bases are belonging to us, and turn it off.
Stares incornite at you.
Wow.
Solos face palms with all of his tendrils in his hands.
Look, at this point, if their Inquisitor wasn't keeping them updated, they're probably going to just get confused anyway.
Well, now they know we're coming. Good. Maybe they'll give a proper challenge.
They know someone said all your base are belong to us. And are maybe on their way here, so you never know. Right, let's get moving.
Come on.
Should we leave somebody here in case people come back?
We don't have enough people to split the party.
Yeah. No.
We could leave the new girl here with Sister Salem's stabilized
You
core.
presume to leave the completely uninitiated newbie here to guard this.
Yeah,
that's a dead
no.
newbie.
Come on,
No.
everyone's coming down deck. Besides, anyone who wants to face a possible space marine on one-on-one combat, feel free to stay here.
I think
There's also the fact that this room is probably soon to be stormed by armsmen.
Cornflake cracks her neck. Space Marine. Tastes like chicken.
You've actually eaten Space Marine before?
Yeah, they're a bit stringy, but yeah, tastes like chicken.
I think that's irony, considering.
All right. So we had chapel and auxiliary control. Which one?
Auxiliary control.
Auxiliary control first.
We don't want to suddenly go to warp without actually being in control of where we go to warp.
Well, if we go to warp, we just sabotage the Geller fields and let Chaos do the work for us.
Well, yeah, we are Chaos.
Wow.
The Gellerfield going down is not going to be a problem for us. It's just like, hey, we're home early, guys. Who's got the kettle?
Deploy over there. As the lift just goes down through the tube, and then suddenly you see the walls drop away as it drops down into auxiliary control.
Ooh, there's a Magus.
There's an Archmagus in here.
Dibs on his implants.
Could we maybe try not shooting first?
It's an Archmagus. Its first reaction, especially to seeing Solus over there, will be to go full-on war mode.
Well, he's got to figure out Solus is a heretic first, but... Yeah.
So, were we deploying? Could you just ping again?
Up
over
here.
by the 3.
Over here, right.
Murder Lolly.
Yes.
Over here. Thank you.
There you go.
I'm gonna have my plasma gun on holstered.
So you see the auxiliary control. It's very bare. It's very sparse. It's got a lot of servitors plugged into a lot of cogitators. And the Archmagos there who is plugged into a cogitator bank right in front of him like a little podium. So he sees the lift come down. He glances over and you hear this just screech of binary that only one of you would really understand.
Solus translation?
Solus, you see that he is requesting the sign and countersign.
Huh.
I'm going to try a deceive check.
So we're surrounded by servitors and an Archmagus.
Oh, at least now we know who to shoot.
I give the sign and countersign.
Oh, nice!
Cornflake.
You see his face just kind of goes blank, or what little you can presume of what's left of his face. You hear a little low humming coming from him as he runs through his data implants. You hear another screeching buzz coming from him as he tells you your code is outdated. Provide the current code.
So, I'm guessing he didn't just say fuck the Imperium?
No, I did. Why would I say that?
Okay, so we're taking a shot at this guy?
I'm gonna say I'd probably tap Jack on the shoulder to level the melter at it.
Okay, so I have the plasma drawn.
There. Let's see if he understands that code.
Okay, while you're doing that, I heard other people readying actions. What is everyone else up to?
Yeah, I'll get the multi-melter ready to just... Wait,
Try not to frag the controls.
Yeah, no, I'm going plasma gun. No,
I've got my shield and power maul ready.
Yeah, no, I'm going plasma gun.
Panacea basically goes beep boop bop beep beep bop boop bop beep.
That's racist.
My mother was not a redhead. She was actually blonde. Thank you very much, Panacea. But I appreciate the comment on her bust size. It's actually quite accurate.
Cornflake raises an eyebrow, thinks about it, Beep boop.
Then
Solus, throw me a strength test.
Why is strength?
Or no, not Solus, Wheeler Jack. Sorry.
Oh, crap.
And then I did roll deception with that.
What? Oh, fuck. No.
Melta just ripped Jack's arms off.
So you raise up your multi-melta, and you suddenly feel this sharp tug on your arms, and before you know it, that thing just flies out of your hands across the room. The Archmagos lifted up his left hand and just catches it.
Oh, Ferric summons.
He looks at it, turns it over. He hisses something in binary that mentions about superior craftsmanship unworthy of being in fleshy hands.
Then hand it back to the person who maintains it. Me.
Declaration of action.
Charge.
All right, cornflakes.
Frenzy.
What was your action, cornflakes?
Frenzy.
All right, go for it.
There's no roll. It's Cornflakes pulls out her weapons and screams in rage.
All right. Anyone else?
Jack's just gonna give Cornflake a good sort of.
I guess I'm going to take a shot with my bolt pistol at the Magus. Magos.
I have 9 movement points on my charge. Since he's only 7 away, I'm going to declare a charge with the extra movement to jump up onto the dais.
All right, we're on initiative time since people are attacking.
I could have resolved this peacefully.
Bastard stole me gun.
He stole the gun,
and I was getting it back.
Yes, I have. Okay, 11.
We tried it your way. He stole our gun. Now we're going to do it my way.
Shit!
You stole me, big boomstick.
Myself and Panacea are really gunning for this guy.
Try not to damage his implants too much. I can probably transplant them into you guys.
Right. Rip and tear.
Okay, but only the fleshy bits.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Though that said, Archmagus, is there much fleshy bits left in an Archmagus?
Not really.
Wait a minute. Don't we still have some EMP grenades from the tower?
You guys might.
I only got pulse grenades, which are basically stun grenades.
I have photon grenades, multiple bombs, and plate grenades.
Yeah, that's the one photon grenade, sorry.
I don't think you want me using any of them.
No.
Nah.
Because
go
they're
ahead and
completely
use them.
redundant here.
Feed, did you... Oh no, they were. Oh no, the EMP grenades got used on the big boom. To
Broadside.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, to kill the cannon's power supply.
Oh. I make no promises as to whether or not his implants are still intact when we're done.
All right, Xanatov, you're up. What do you do?
Charge in there and swing with the power maul or power mace.
I'm
Hi, this bag of hugs for $5. Hold!
Stunning stick.
Those are actually
all right, go for it.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Wait, before we start, put on the Doom 2016 soundtrack.
You know what?
Well, on the positive side, he's not going to
I
have
can
any
actually do that because it's not
blades or
copyrighted.
Mechadin drills, so you're not taking penalties to your attack.
I can actually just
12
play
pin
that.
4.
Actually, no. Let's play the one specifically labeled Rip and Tear.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, crit success.
Oh dear.
Those need to be
So
first.
as you go in and you charge and you're making your swing and you got your power mace just leveled up above your head and you're ready to bring it crashing down, you suddenly just feel this yanking force on your weapon that drives your swing wild and wide, missing him by a huge margin. Mace slams him down, and the sheer momentum behind it like turns you around 180. He puts up his boot, kicks you in the ass, and knocks you away.
Really? He just did that?
Yes, he did.
The plus side gives some of us a clear shot.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend anyone else charging into melee.
Well,
except for Conflict in the moment.
Alright, Sister Panacea, what are you up to?
I leveled my bolt pistol and fire at.
Yeah, on the positive side, he's already used his reaction to trigger that.
Alright, go for it.
Nope.
Can anybody say no?
I guess +5.
Ooh, yeah. That's a no.
Also,
actually, that's bad, isn't it?
Do I accidentally hit one of the servitors?
Strikes the power field.
No, that's it jammed in firing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your clip's effectively empty, and you can't reload it or fire, of course, until you make a ballistic skill test or someone uses technical knock on it or something similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
the extra
Good thing I picked up that skill.
Yeah.
So
So either have him do it or move over towards the tech priest. The friendly tech priest, not the one that's trying to murder us now.
Alright. Solus, you just saw Xanatov literally get kicked in the ass, and you heard the sickening crunch snap of an angry machine spirit as her bolt pistol jammed. What are you up to?
Would it take a half action or what to use technical knock on her bolt pistol?
Can't remember. I think it's a half action, so I'll go with that.
Solus puts his hands on his hip, tilts his head, looks at the bolt pistol as she's just kind of standing there with it. Howdy. Wraps his knuckles on it and goes, "Ayy," as it unjams.
She's kind of pouting, sort of holding it up in that kind of police fashion.
Yeah. So yeah, he knocks on it like Fonzie, goes, "Ayy," and it unjams.
Yay!
Hey, just to clarify, your power model doesn't have a power field, it's just
Yes, it does.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, I actually requisitioned a power mace.
Got it.
Yeah.
That you know, I'm beginning to think that flamethrower is not terribly effective against elites.
Yeah.
Do you think will Cornflake be willing to hold her action until after Jack's managed to get a shot off with his plasma gun?
I'd probably say wait and see if the servitors rush us first.
I have battle rage. I can make a willpower check to not act on my turn, unlike someone who just has regular frenzy.
Right.
I
Okay.
forgot to roll dressing.
Never mind.
But you know.
Yeah. Alright, we got a gush of flame going out. The Archmagos seems undisturbed, although his robes are on fire.
There's kind of a smouldering going off. I'm guessing he kind of binaries in mild irritation at that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Alright, Cornflake, what are you up to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that range? That is range. Charge.
On the positive side, he's already used his reaction, so he can't yank your weapon again.
That's okay. On the positive side, I now have resistance to psychic powers. to an extreme.
It's not. It's a mechanical power.
On the other plus side, I dedicated my weapons as legacy weapons, so they have resistance to that too.
Nice.
In the meantime, axe. No aim. This is a charge. And it gives... Alright.
Hetty or Tommy may want to move Maggie up to Jesse up.
Yep. It's mostly damage.
No, Jesse gets around.
Okay, then roll 20.
No, what Cakes is on about is that Jesse's
Hi, this bag of hugs for $5.
Okay.
Sold!
2 weapon fighting attack with the sword. It's now plus 15. Yeah, because legacy shit, it's plus 15. Oh, shit. Wow!
Roll20 says, fuck you again!
Roll20 says, sorry Hitomi about last week. Here, have a few freebies.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. I didn't type a plus 15 to hit from that. Holy shit.
What?
So, sword is plus 15 plus 10. 69 plus 25 equals
plus 15
93.
plus 10. Oh. Just.
I didn't add the stats for frenzy, and I didn't add the stats for the actual weapon. The sword hits because of unholy union.
Alright. Throw me damage.
Is there a way to add temporary stats, or no? Shoot. Okay. So... Alright, so this is plus 1 for frenzy.
Alright. So as you bring your sword in line and you're about to just slam it square into his, well, leg, you see a little glow from a little pendant that's on a choker around his neck. And with it, just this bright flash appears in the room.
Oh, he's got a fucking, what's it called?
Lumen.
Everyone within 5 meters, you're affected as if a photon stun grenade.
Affected as though under a photon stun grenade. Okay.
Ooh, just out for me. Yeah.
How far away? Okay. Sorry.
5.
So just Cornflakes and Xantov. I think Xantov's immune because of his helmet augmentations.
That's what I just wanted to quickly look up.
Let me look up photon stun grenade real quick. I might actually get a resist roll. Stun.
Or photon flash grenade, I should say, not photon stun.
Stun. Concussive. Okay, so when struck with a concussive weapon, you make a toughness test with a penalty equal to 10 times the number in parentheses. So photon flash grenade is 2 or 3?
Photon flash grenade is everyone affected makes plus 10 agility test, or they're blinded for a number of rounds equal to degrees of failure.
Oh, it's not concussive. It's blinding effect. Okay. So agility test.
Yep.
Sorry, I have to look that stuff down.
Tell me, did my upgrades go through?
Which upgrades?
The ones that I did in my secret channel. Spending XP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanted to check you didn't write it. Okay.
Cornflake blinks at the appropriate time.
Alright, you avoid being blinded by your hatred.
I thought he already used his reaction, though.
That's not a reaction. That's a literal conversion field.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a special effect that activates when he's
Yeah, it's a
hit.
force field.
We activated his card.
Just as a note, Hitomi, I do have Combat Master, so you do not get bonuses for outnumbering or using the gang up talent anymore.
Alright. Alright.
Brandon!
So, Wheeler Jack, what are you up to?
I'm guessing, looking at the servitors, I'm guessing they are cogitator servitors.
Okay.
Yeah, they're plugged into the cogitators.
let's
Most of
have
them look
stats.
like they're also fit for industrial tasks.
Right, so power claws.
More like manipulator mechadendrites.
So power claws.
Not quite.
You're calling it tomato or tomato?
There's no buff section. Okay,
You would only get a 1d10 plus melee, so...
Right.
The thing that's scary about them is they get a plus 22 strength checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get resistance to photon flash.
Right, I'm gonna take a shot with a plasma gun.
Alright, ready your plasma gun and go for it.
Please don't miss.
I'm praying not to. I say fire in the hole. Roll to hit.
Remember your minus 20 for shooting into melee.
I will. Below 10 is point blank, isn't it?
No, it's below 3 for point blank, so you're at short range.
So short range.
I need to put a laser sight on that thing.
Fee,
Yeah,
Raphael is metagaming this into Wednesday game.
Woo! Slammed
The
him.
trauma is now real. I am not gonna play if I played Sunrise, you'd have to be like a freaking chaplain or something.
Alright, throw me damage.
Rolling damage. Damage.
Apparently, Wheeler Jack knows how to use a plasma gun.
Yes, he does.
The funny thing is, I don't even have training. It's just the fact I took the perk to do whatever. So 11 damage, pen 10.
Alright, you got a clean shot that just burns through his already burning robes. You see it start blasting and chewing into all the implants that he has laced through him.
Sorry, Solus.
Or harvest it for scrap.
Yeah, positive side.
And say Archmagos, there's going to be very little flesh left.
Yeah.
Actually, if the axe hits him, it's gonna be funny.
Alright, Jesse, what are you up to?
This was a wise investment.
Strokes Jesse reassuringly with one of the tentacles. You can do it. It's just an Archmagus.
Jesse's going to turn to the nearest servitor and shotgun.
Hive. You're gonna poke the hive. Okay. We're poking the hive.
Of course we are.
That is point blank.
Yep.
So no aim, point blank, standard attack, modifier with scatter.
So, which do we
20.
think's gonna happen if she kills one of the servitors? Ship starts reacting violently, or suddenly swarmed by servitors?
Wow, roll 20. Fuck you! Holy shit! So Jesse's shotgun shatters a computer console and doesn't manage to hit a servitor with a single round.
No. See, this is where we get the little fun parts, because servitors are all made of, like, you know, dead people and it'd be on the ship, so maybe she missed because it's someone she recognized.
Yeah, she didn't miss by much.
Corn turns
Oh
her,
god, Timmy,
Corn,
I slept with him last week.
Corn turns her head at an absolute rage. It's not Jim anymore! Kill it!
I could just reprogram them all.
You can only make one standard attack action a turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you have tentacles, then you can do more.
Jessie will declare her other action as dodge.
Okay.
Well, considering who actually did the damage to him, Archmagos is going to shoulder that multi-melta, aim down it, convene with the machine spirit, utter the proper litanies and catechisms to it, awaken its fury, and take a shot right at Wheeljack.
The Archmagos has melted training?
It's an Archmagos.
Does it have a melted tentacle? I want it.
It picks up our goddamn cannon.
No. They can shoot
Take the
with...
melter. We don't want it being used against us.
You're the sodding jackass who couldn't keep a grip on his weapon.
That's a hit.
That's it. And a dodge.
You might want to spend an infamy point to get a +10 to your test before you roll.
That is a dodge by 5 points greater than him. How the fuck is your dodge 79? Jesus Christ!
It isn't.
You read it backwards.
He rolled 79.
Yeah, that's not gonna matter. I might be very...
It's pen 12, by the way.
Yep.
I'm at -2.
Well, you're alive, and it's only blast 1, and no one was close enough to you to take the blast.
Fuck you guys.
Except for that console that was next to him.
Panacea, he needs medical. Give him Papa Nurgle's love.
You hear him...
Fuck
Hear
off.
the Archmagos cursing in binary about you having made him damage a sacred machine spirit by being in this blast radius.
Fucking anti-tank cannon.
No, that is your own incompetence, Archmagos.
He has a point. You fired an anti-tank cannon at a person.
And then you're complaining about the cannon's blast radius that's damaging stuff in the area. That damage is through your own sheer incompetence. You offend the Omnissiah with your incompetence, good sir. He is offended at you.
I got... so, aside from me being at -4, am I taking any extra...
You said you're at -2.
No, I'm at -4. I have 16 health points. That did 20 damage, and my armor does fuck all. Wait.
Alright.
You still get to take toughness off it, though.
Oh!
Yep.
Fuck, yeah. So, toughness is 3.
So you're at -1.
-1. Okay, so... Considering that
So...
was a cannon...
You can just feel the sheer heat of the blast just superheat the air around you. You are getting smothered and you feel like you can't breathe, and you can only take a half action on your next turn.
But like I said, not that bad for considering this is an anti-tank gun.
Welcome to the club, Jack.
I suddenly, firmly, undoubtedly believe he doesn't need that gun now. And Cornflake doesn't think we need it either.
No, we do need the Oh no.
Okay, Xanatop Delight's suffering. You just saw Wheeler Jack get blasted by his own gun that he salvaged from your own minion. What are you up to?
As I shout to him, welcome to the club.
It's okay. I'm gonna assimilate both of you later. The damage will be repaired.
What's the minimum distance on a charge?
All you hear is, hate you, hate you,
4
Bob."
meters.
Sorry, how far?
4 meters.
I'm gonna heal you. How about this, Xanatop? Move up, aim with the melee strike, and then strike the bastard.
Because that's 3 actions.
You always have a move action.
I thought it was you get
You
2
have-
actions, one of which can be attack, the other must be a non-attack action, or it's 2 non-attack actions.
You have a full round action which can be split into 2 half actions, and some movement actions are a half action. Some are full. Some attack actions are a half action. Some are a full.
Good to know.
So to move 2 hexes, how would you roll that one?
You do a half action move, which would be, well, a half action move.
Yeah, which means I can't then. Okay, so yeah, can't aim. So I leap back up onto the dais that the Archmagus is on and take another swing with the fucking power maul.
Alright, go for it.
I am not quite toast. Chat, don't worry.
You're pretty
Give it
toasty.
time.
You're really pretty toasty.
I'm toasty, not toasted.
You're
Yeah.
toast. You're. Just let it go.
Nope,
Let
that
him
one
have
whiffs.
this
Wait, don't you get a bonus for flanking?
Yes,
I've
he
got-
would get a
Hey.
bonus for ganging up.
Hey, Wheeler Jack, this might make you feel slightly better.
Was
your arm-
something mechanical speaking here. Do you have the gang up bonus?
No, I do not. I have the combat master that says that you can't gang up on me.
Right. So no, we don't get the gang up then, cakes.
We
You
get
will if I move into
plus
melee.
10 normally for being 2 to 1. So
Yeah, you get plus.
Oh
10
well, if you get
normally.
plus 10 up, then that one hit.
That's being mean.
So, question for you, Dried Guide. Was your armor ceramite or thermal?
It was carapace armor.
Did you apply the ceramite or thermal upgrade is what I'm asking.
No, no. Took it base.
Well, sorry.
Yep.
And as you swing the power maul, you feel that pull on the weapon happen again. It goes swinging over the Archmagos' head and nearly clips into Cornflakes' head, just missing her by an inch, close enough that you can feel a tingle from the power field.
Okay then.
Okay, Sister Panacea, you have an unloaded bolt pistol. There's big melee going on. You saw Wheeler Jack get shot by his own gun. What are you up to?
I live, bitch.
Okay, she's gonna charge.
The lolicon is gonna charge. The lolly nerdlight charged. You know you fucked up when the lolly nerdlight is charging.
Alright, that's a plus 20 for the 3 to 1 gang up.
Okay. There's no way that was.
It is a 4, it's gonna hit, so learn me damage. Alright, and it goes through.
Isn't that like even crit range for?
A 4 is a critical, yes.
Okay.
You added a plus sign, which is why it says 0 next to the thing, and then it got confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would have been critical. Does that do additional damage then?
You get an extra D5.
Yeah.
You basically get automatic wrath or hatred on it.
Ow, damn.
You maxed out the D5 as well? Jesus. Is that another roll, Hitomi?
No, because
that's the
I
problem.
don't know if it was necessarily.
They changed this rolls. They changed this rule so many times. It's
No. So
normally you'd roll 1d10 is divided by 2, so if you got a 10 on the roll, then it would add in.
let me finish. If you roll a critical hit, you automatically get a single hatred roll. It is not a normally triggered hatred roll, and therefore will not automatically give you additional dice if you roll a 10. You simply get an extra d5 of damage. Or basically d10 divided by 2, d5. If, however, you do actually roll the natural 10, or a natural 10 on your damage die, you do get to roll an additional d10 divided by 5, and that one determines if you keep going. I had to go look this shit up.
Right, so the hatred only happens on the damage roll, not the attack roll.
There is regular hatred and critical hatred. Critical hatred is just an extra d10 divided by 2 damage. Regular hatred is extra d10 divided by 2. If you roll a 10, you keep going. So
Okay.
You did 16, pen 5.
Oh, what a wonderful day, what a wonderful day.
Alternative Imperial Guard
That's
shouts,
shouts,
Psychers for the corpse throne! Oh my god, yes, Miss K.
Did he just explode?
Yes, he did. As you see, the power blade just jam straight into his chest where his heart would have been at one point. Power field's tearing away at it. You hear a crackling inside as it seemed to have hit the potentia coil, and the whole thing goes critical mass. And suddenly, where there was an Archmagos, there's an explosion for...
That looks like a lot.
For 18 pen 0 damage.
Presidente.
Pen 0.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I spend an infamy point to dodge this one or something?
You can just attempt to dodge normally. You can give infamy point to get a plus 10 to your test on it.
Oh, never mind.
So I dive off the diocese and kind of hunker down underneath it as this thing explodes.
And blind rage, Cornflake steps through and then realizes she's on the wrong side of the explosion.
Cool people don't look at explosions.
They just walk away from them in slow motion.
Panacea, Panacea in the meantime is just, I did a thing! And takes the whole thing.
Yeah. But aren't you in power armor?
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll be fine. Don't be such a wuss.
And as the dust settles, we are left with a broken pile of scrap where the Archmagos used to be.
Not my fault!
Don't care.
Plus side, this means you don't have to worry about taking away the gun from Wheeler Jack anymore.
I immediately reload my bolt pistol.
Oh shit, did the most smells go up as well?
Yep.
Ah.
You know what? My plasma gun, though, is doing work. This was a wise investment.
I'm gonna check to see if there's anything salvageable.
All right.
What would that be?
Awareness test.
Can I do the infamy point thing to gain D5?
Yeah.
Gain wounds. What is it? D5 plus.
It's just 1d5, and plus you're like dedicated.
Cornflake
to
fails to calm down. Cornflake charges the nearest servitor.
Okay. And a degree of success plus int bonus for amount of damage I heal. That would be.
How much armor does Cornflake have?
7 armor and at present 6 toughness.
All right. That servitor just gets absolutely slaughtered. It didn't even know you were coming.
Plus 30 now.
Cornflake, I don't think they
Cornflake fails to calm down.
What the hell? Roll 20?
At least
my rage has blinded me.
At least she's got plenty of servitors to go through before
she gets to us. Yeah,
before she gets to party members.
To be fair, I'm at the point where Cornflake probably just hug Reeler Jack, and the burns are probably gonna go ah.
Jesus Christ!
That
You
one
guys
just absolutely turned into scrap.
You realize I'm gonna have to rebuild all of this, right?
Cornflake calms down. As a note, 23 now is a 6 roll. Actually, that should be 24 because she was frenzied at the time. But in the meantime, Cornflake calms down after bashing her way through 2 servitors, turns around and goes, "I'm sorry, my rage blinded me."
Is that a shoulda let
by
you?
the way, if anyone cares.
No.
Panacea, will you go him Nurgle's love and heal him, please?
Okay.
No, you got my melter blown up.
Yes, everyone.
I didn't get
max damage roll right now. It's 28 pen 5, but I could never.
And then it blew up. Ergo, you got it blown up.
My rage has blinded me.
Do I get any wound points? Wound point.
I can never remember this. It's
1 plus your intelligence bonus.
1 plus my int, which is pretty damn high.
Which is 3, so 4.
Where's my int?
It's her intelligence bonus, not yours.
Oh, right, okay. So I get another.
Yeah, it's the intelligence of the person applying the healing.
4 plus
As it's dependent on how much the healer knows about the biology of the person they're fixing.
It also depends on, how injured they are. When she's trying to heal Solus, for example, she gets a plus 30 because black blood, always treated as lightly wounded.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So
I'm just covered in sunburns at this point. I'm actually back at positive wounds.
So we're gonna spend some time here while Solus salvages what he can from Tilmar here, right?
I don't think I can salvage anything. I rolled a 79.
Well, I see that there's a few bits that were plugged into the podium that he was standing in front of, and at least while the ends of them are blown off, they're still jacked in, so you might be able to pull them out.
Pull them out, save the connectors as they might still be useful. Spare parts and all.
I ready to shield bash and zap anybody that comes down on the lift.
So yes, while I'm here,
I think Panacea goes to a random servitor, and your Snuggles, your Cabbage Head, your other Cabbage Head, and your Vegeta Jr.
I'm trying to figure out what systems those 2 dead servitors were actually controlling.
I thought Vegeta Jr. was the one I just smashed.
No, Vegeta Jr.
This one's Vegeta Jr.
Right, so what was that, Cakes?
I'm trying to figure out what systems the two servitors were controlling before they got smashed to determine if I need to immediately rebuild them so they can, maintain life support or, what have you.
Shall I make a luck check?
One of them was for the Infernus systems, and the other was for plasma flow.
Plasma flow.
Oh.
Plasma flow sounds important.
I'm going to go over and immediately start repairing the one for plasma flow.
Hold on. Hitomi?
Yes?
Do either of those have power fields?
Either of which?
Either of those servitors have power fields?
No.
Oh. Hold on. This could be really bad for them.
Well, apparently Solus is pretty damn good at fixing servitors.
I'm
Well,
saying there might not be anything left to fix.
Yeah, they're pretty well and absolutely brutalized. You see the cogitator bank that they're working on is still perfectly fine.
Okay. What are the other servitors working on? Which of the fields are not important?
Probably the end.
Reassign servitor from less important system?
It's what I'm working on.
Well, the one that you configure is probably the least important, is the one that's dealing with the bilge nutrient recycle system.
You. Reassigning task. Ding, ding, ding. Replacing that. Okay.
We'll be able to do reshuffling later. I'm sure we've got backup servitors or something somewhere.
So you said plasma flow and what else got turned off now?
The Infernus system and the nutrient recycle for the bilge.
What does Infernus translate to?
Infernus?
Other than fire?
Yeah, that means it's, the fire control system. Or rather, not the fire control system, the fire suppression system.
So, don't set anything on the ship on fire. Got it.
Or at least...
Looks down at Betty Burner. Oh.
Is there anything else we could reassign? Maybe just...
How about looking to see if there is a catalogue of spare servitors?
Yeah, let me check that.
Yeah, on the bright note, there should be nobody combating you for control of the system.
Looking for, quote-unquote, spare servitors that have not yet been assigned.
There's a little storehouse that's attached to one of the lists. They can just bring some in.
Also, do we even know what kind of cruiser we've got?
Emergency activation, assigning task. Right, summoning servitors now.
Might as well bring up some extra to serve as guards.
I mean,
you want me to reprogram a few servitors as combat servitors?
Or how about look to see if there are combat servitors on the ship?
Fair point.
It could be
are we at danger of crashing into the planet without a pilot now?
Probably.
No. It seems to be in a stable orbit.
I was going to say
keeping on the other side of the planet from the Chaos Fleet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh wait, the navigator is still alive.
We kind of need the Do we need the navigator? We'll deal with the navigator.
Cornflakes, you're not allowed to kill the navigator. We need him.
Or her. Or it.
Or whatever. The thing is, it's still, if I remember my 40k lore correctly, the navigator gets sealed in their own special ID
That's
box.
the astropath.
Yeah.
That's the astropath. That's the one that does the freaky warp navigation.
Okay.
Yeah, the navigators usually have their own tower that you don't enter unless you want to, die, because they kind of kill anyone they look at.
Right. Okay.
Well, you look at their third eye, but
Okay, so Chapel next.
Yeah, I've
are
got
there any
servitors on the way for this.
are there any combat servitors to secure the auxiliary bridge in our name?
One moment, checking.
This could go poorly. Go
Maybe we
great.
just have to kill all the
Poorly.
competent people on the ship.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Throw me a security test.
It's only 1 degree of failure.
So you find the combat servitors, and as soon as you access them, you sense another presence in there that seems to be feeding them orders. They're activating up. As far as you can tell, it looks like a standard murder servitor routine.
Oh, joy. So, search and destroy. And they don't have IFFs.
Oh.
There's someone else still in the system. Probably in the security department.
Could it?
We probably have another tech priest on the ship controlling the security servitors.
It's a ship with a 5-digit crew number. Believe me, there's more than one servitor. We just got one of the head ones.
Are you gonna like try to track the signal or something?
If it's using security as a skill, no, I don't have that trained. If it's using tech use, oh yeah, by all means. I get bonuses to that shit.
No, you can use either to try to track it down.
Tech use away.
It is nigh impossible for me to fail a tech use.
As you delve in after it, you find just this looming ancient presence in the cogitator network, and it seems to be staring back at you. It feels just like a massive pressure that's rising up around your feet like water, just squeezing you tight the longer you stay in there.
Do I have any kind of sense of direction for where that thing is?
In terms of real space? No, it seems to be some sort of essence within the machine.
What?
Oh, joy, it's a ship's machine spirit. Fuck. I'm gonna detach, shake my head a little bit, sputter in binary, stumble, sputter in binary again, and then start speaking low Gothic like a normal person.
Should we move to recording?
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey.
No offense to you guys, we're running a live stream right now that has that's a tabletop game, so we're gonna move to recording. You guys are free to hang out here though.
Oh. Okay, can we borrow this room for one of our own live streams every now and then? Because I do run a lot of live streams, so if you're not using it, can we borrow the room?
That would be live stream too.
Okay, cool.
I just came in and said, hey, so now.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, by hanging around in live stream, it's basically an invitation for people to join us anyway, so.
Moving on.
Yep.
Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
So, as you all just saw Solus unjack out of the cogitator podium and sputtering, stumbling and sputtering.
Right,
The machine spirit of the ship itself is not pleased. Takes out his comb, flips it open, combs his hair to calm himself down.
Yeah, I think there's not much we can do for that in a minute.
Could the demon possessing the shuttle challenge the ship's spirit?
Do you want to lose 80% of the crew? And that's a low ball roll.
So long as 1, we survive. 2, we can get the ship to a planet where we can recruit a crew. I don't see a problem.
I give our odds of survival about 15%.
Well,
Making something that small, that large, is going to increase its appetite by bounds. And I don't think I can keep it in check.
Would you be able to do anything if we got you to, say, the central machine spirit housing, as it were?
Potentially.
Right, so we just add that to the list. So now, shall we hit the chapel, or do we want to hit this machine spirit center?
Hit the chapel first. The machine spirit's not going to do anything without direct commands.
Fair enough. Alright, everyone moving back onto the lift to get out of here.
Before we go, let's wait for the servitor to arrive for the fire control systems that I ordered. That way, we know it's functioning, rather than assume it's functioning.
Fair enough.
As you wait, takes a couple of minutes, but there comes the lift with a servitor.
B239, you are late. Get to your post. Thank you.
And just heads to its duty station.
Did you just badmouth the servitor for being late?
Yes, it knows better.
Alright, y'all off to the chapel?
Sounds like it.
Alright, entrance south mid.
Yep, I see it.
Ooh, scared.
I'm gonna be rear guard. Well, yeah, the rear.
Hey.
I'd like to be her rear guard.
Hey, oh
my.
Well, it looks like you're being cornflakes rear guard, so...
It's Beastie Woman.
This is that moment where he goes on a rant about how you have to treat a full-bodied woman versus how you treat someone dressed like a slut.
You see that the chapel is strangely empty. Each of the columns is bearing a torch which provides the light in the room. There's a single person behind the altar who's kneeling, uttering various prayers and hymns to the God Emperor under her breath.
May I offer a bit of Imperial Guard advice? When beset by trouble, when confronted by doubt, frag the fuck out.
What?
I'm saying let's just frag him.
You don't
By
want
the
to
way,
try and corrupt someone
Quick
to
question.
gain more favor?
Do we have any use for this chapel?
Yes. We can desecrate it, convert it, use it as a summoning area for demons and other force or chaos uses.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Blight. No, we're not going to use a Blight grenade on one person. That's just wasting resources.
The murder lolly threw a blight grenade into the air vent, just on the off chance it might do something useful.
I gave it to a Nurgling. It argued it was a self-guiding weapon at that point.
My point still stands.
We should never let you create the guidance system for any weapon ever again.
Although we have to give it to her, it was effective at
It did
job.
do what she intended it to.
It did do the thing. Okay, so can we try and quietly get as close as we can?
I don't know how many here are actually trained in stealth, because she's got power armor.
Hey, you!
Oh, fuck.
You see her just look up at you across the altar, although she remains kneeling. She seems to be finishing up her prayer.
Rude.
Can we
You
at least
gonna
be
get off
respectful?
your corpse emperor's dick and come down here?
I was going to say, could we at least be respectful and let her finish? But
why would we be respectful to one of the corpse's servants?
Easier to convert that way.
She's
So you see her stand up slowly, and she lets out a long breath, and she seems very calm and at peace, and she goes, "Servants of the false gods."
Oh, by the way, your boss is dead.
False gods.
Saw you.
Ours live. Yours does not.
I'm sorry, you saw us what? I couldn't quite hear that over there chattering.
Excuse me.
I saw you would come here someday.
How can my God be false when I have personally experienced his love?
Are we really entering a... Okay, we're entering a religious debate with a nutcase.
I'm trying to convert a religious nutcase, thank you very much. I might fail, but I can't exactly say I didn't try. So did you also see we could end this peacefully?
You consort with demons. I serve a true god.
You serve a corpse.
Hey, card night with demons and demonettes can be very, very interesting. Thank you very much. Cornflakes can attest to this.
She's talking shit about cornflakes.
You serve a corpse whose purpose only serves to crush its people beneath its once fat ass.
You serve a corpse that rots everything from within. You can either change, or we can kill you here and now.
The only thing the Imperium represents is the destruction of the human spirit.
You tell me, can I do a sight check just basically to see, do I see any obvious weapons or armor? Just to do basically a threat assessment.
You can see she's quite obviously armored in carapace, and she has a chainsword on her back and a bolt pistol on her hip.
Xanatov will walk towards the altar with his shield strapped to his back and his weapon strapped to his side. Can you honestly say that the Emperor is the best for mankind? I actually say that in a fairly neutral but slightly towards pleasant tone.
Where in the scripture does he say that he loves you?
She looks at Xantov and says, "I have been to Holy Terra. I have seen the throne world. I have been in his presence.
And I have
know his vision, and I serve it fully.
And I have seen that which is created by his vision. The suffering, the anguish, the lies, people unable to be helped because of rules. People who can't be helped because everything is so rigid that nobody dares to act to help one another. Is that truly what the Emperor wanted for humanity?
She pauses for a moment. She goes,
"Can I roll a charm to see if that helps?"
Alright, go for it.
Oh, come on, roll 20.
You know, I've got implants that can help you with that.
So she looks down at you from the altar and she says, "I have seen the world that your kind would create. While there's still worlds that are not fully embraced in the light of the Emperor and fail to live up to his vision, One day we shall get there, but not by the means that you suggest.
And nor will we get there by worshipping a corpse.
I mean, really, you're already a heretic. You know, isn't this whole imperial cult against what the emperor himself thought of for religion?
Yeah, he was actually kind of staunchly against religion. And
she
then
smiles
people
and she
him.
looks at you and says, I've heard such heretics speak such lies before, but is it not true as well that the emperor himself, while still alive, had the great Saint Euphrates Keeler walking around free in his palace, preaching his word right under his nose and with his blessing?
Are you talking about the one with wings or without wings?
Euphrates Keeler was a mortal who was in the Imperial Palace during the Horus Heresy and was preaching the Imperial cult.
Yeah, the Lecto Divinatus.
I'm going to pull this one. Ancient Warrior? No, in fact, he was doing it directly against the Emperor's will.
But anyway.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah, the audiobook calls it audiobook is fucked up.
Yeah, weren't you around during that time, Cornflake?
Cornflake grins.
Remember, kiddies, the quickest way to death is to ask a woman how old she is.
Cornflake grins in a way that causes your spine to chill because you realize you're not sure if she wants to kill you or not.
Jesse going to remain at the door. Okay, Jesse's watching the door.
While our methods are not perfect, they at least allow for the human soul to express itself.
All night long.
They warp your path. They lead you down a road you do not truly wish to follow. They will whisper their lies. They will tell you of the freedoms they offer. But in the end, they all burn in their own false ambition.
And what freedom exists under the Emperor?
Personally, following the Omnissiah, and, well, he hasn't led me astray yet. And it is a path I actually want to follow. More knowledge, understanding, the ability to create.
And the Imperium just... Yeah, sorry.
She smiles over at Solus and goes, there may be hope for you yet, but for the others, well... And you see the smile grow a little bit wider, and she says, I've yet to see a cinder that was not faithful in its praise of the Emperor.
Should check the remains of your boss.
Did you know your boss?
Oh, just
Little
hold
Miss,
that thought.
Little Miss High Inquisitor consorted willingly with a demon?
Hold that thought. Just right there as things are happening.
Ooh. Things. I like
Has she remembered her helmet this time?
Oh, wow. So, Solus, Wheeler Jack, you can see the torches on the pillars that you're next to flare brightly. And from them comes a storm of flaming projectiles screaming through the face, one each towards Xanatov, Cornflakes, and the Murder Lolly.
Object fire in the hole!
I'm spending a fate point to re-roll that dodge.
Are you at 21 corruption yet?
I didn't think you needed to be.
In Black Crusade, you need the corruption to get the re-roll. This is a psychic attack.
Conflict says fuck psycho.
Well, I avoid it.
Ooh, turn on the time. Oop. Custom.
Can I turn her head into Bravo of Johnny 3?
And this is why we should just shoot the religious nut.
All right, Xanatov, you take 10 energy damage, pen 0, and you're on fire. Not even a roll for agility, you're just on fire at this point.
10 pen 0.
Yep.
Looks over to Xanatov. I didn't do it!
And for Cornflakes, that's 12 pen 0, and she's on fire as well.
On fire.
I took 1 point of damage from that.
All right, who's not on the initiative list?
Bear with me.
Like Jesse and Panacea. No, Panacea's on the and Eddie.
Jack, you may want to try and stay as far away from combat as possible, considering how low on health you are.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Do you,
Like,
do you
straight
not
up
have the one to let you re-roll it? Oops.
All right.
Great.
Xanatov, Delighted Suffering. You're on fire, which you know what fun that means, right?
Yeah. Is putting yourself out a full turn or half action?
Well, first you get a level of fatigue, then you have to make a willpower test, which is effectively -1 for having a level of fatigue.
That's a critical pass.
All right, so you are not flailing and screaming and wasting your turn on burning alive. So how much damage do you actually take from the flames?
How much damage is the fire damage again?
It's 4, but you can't use your armor to the body.
So just minus toughness then.
So I take 1 point of that. That drops me to 0 hit points again.
And your agility test to put yourself out as a full round action is -20. -30 effectively due to the fatigue.
No.
If 2 people were to give up their turn to assist you, I'd let that pass.
No, just get on with killing this bitch. Otherwise, it's going to be...
I was given the option.
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone else sees Xanatov stop, drop, roll, and still keep burning.
Fucking psychers.
Here's hoping she accidentally opens up a portal to the war. Then we can call reinforcements.
And you see her at the altar, just giving a nice, gentle, calm smile. She lifts up her bolt pistol and aims down at our little murder lolly and takes a shot.
Okay.
Is this a fight that the opponents had equivalent equipment to us? I feel like it is.
Nope, well, failed my dodge, so.
Got 9 pen 4.
Alright, so 9 damage, pen 4.
Is
That's otherwise her turn. Solus.
Yep.
You just saw the loli get shot. Santov and Cornflakes are on fire. What do you do?
So 2 people have to give up their turn to put him out, right?
That was the deal I was making.
Don't bother.
No.
You start taking critical fire damage at that point.
What can I say?
You could turn to ash.
Or you can just go over and try to put him out yourself, which is a +0 agility test for your own attempt.
So I've just got to go AFK a second.
It's up to you.
Here's the thing: the quicker we kill this bitch, the quicker we can focus on tossing them out without worrying about her setting them on fire again.
Okay. Because I don't want him to die, but wait, he can just burn a... So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the cold calculus, the quickest he could die from being on fire is 2 rounds right now.
And Doc's right next to him, so currently we're in the best probably position to start. Yeah, that'll work. Wait, how much? I don't think that's gonna work.
Alright, so you let out your blast and you see her just get bathed in flame and her robes catching fire. And you just hear her not screaming, but laughing.
Okay.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
No problem. Last. Oh, wow, that was a good shot.
Alright, throw me damage.
But sadly, that's not gonna do. Yeah, that's not gonna do shit.
But I rolled an 8. Isn't that a headshot? Or where is that?
8 gets reversed to 80, which is a leg shot.
Damn it!
Yeah, and she's got carapace armor, which is 1 up.
So you see the shot drill through the altar that she's behind and hits her armor, and the armor ablates the shot.
That's right.
Just out of character, I didn't believe you, Hitomi, when you first said, "Oh, last weapons are kind of useless in this game." Yeah, no, I believe you now.
Now do you see why I want to have my Mechadendrite eat something else other than a las pistol?
Yeah, well, the last pistol also hurts because it's compact as he put it up, so it's less damage, but yeah. Alright, Cornflakes, you're on fire. You know what sort of fun stuff that leads to.
It means you can give them a hug whilst being on fire.
So that's all of no damage effectively to your body. And you got a willpower test to see if you can actually do anything this turn. Beyond scream and flail and...
Wait, is she on fire? Because I hit her with a flamer.
Yeah, she's on fire. The Psyker is, to be clear. And she's laughing.
She's probably a pyromancer, considering flame manipulation.
Fiaura, you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, I just wasn't sure if you're busy or something.
So, 1 point of damage?
Yeah, so 1 point of you can use your toughness, so yeah, it doesn't actually hurt you from the fire, and a willpower test to see if you can actually do anything this turn.
It's a willpower test against psychic, or just because she's on fire?
Just because she's on fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, you got your full actions this turn. What are you up to?
Rush that bit.
You lit me on fire. She's frenzying.
Alright.
And this is a run. End turn.
You're not in combat.
So, Wheeler Jack. 2 of your teammates are on fire. The enemy's on fire. One of your teammates got shot. What are you up to?
I think the enemy needs to be more on fire.
More on fire.
I can't set them more on fire. I would set our War Master on fire.
Well, I'm referring to. Oh wait, I should get rid of it. Oh, well, sorry.
So, are we officially referring to Fee as our War Master now?
I am. Jack, can you put out Xanatov, please?
I've got the best chance of killing her in one shot.
Okay, in that case, aim.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm aiming. I'm not taking any risks. And submitting. Woo! I hit.
That include the minus 20 for melee, but nah, it doesn't matter.
Confrontation said she was only standing next to. But yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway. And damage. 15, pen 10.
Alright.
So far, every high-ranking officer on this ship has been shot in the face with a plasma gun.
So it seems. So it seems. So you see her just get blasted by the plasma, and it's washed over her. Her robes are just melted, and her armor's just slagging on her form, and you see her still just like laughing and laughing and laughing.
I think we're turning her insane. Would we be worried?
She's a psycho. She's already insane.
Fair enough.
I'm more concerned about Slanesh taking her at this point.
I'm not.
Hey, that just means another thing for us.
Alright.
I can't do anything else, so that's it for me.
Sister Panacea, you got shot. Xantov's burning to death next to you. There's a lot of fire going on. What are you up to?
Just to say, Jessie's not on the board, but I think she's too far away for it to do anything anyway, so...
She could always run forwards.
She does hate Arbites.
So you're gonna tell him to literally die in a fire?
Does hate Arbites.
But spreading Papa Nurgle's love.
You should watch my favorite campaign.
She's going to take a bolt pistol shot at the Psyker. Half aim. Yeah, short range. Standard rate of fire.
Pass, markdown, how much ammo I've used.
Minus 10 because it's melee.
Minus 20.
Minus 20. I still hit.
Nice.
Alright, throw me damage.
And tearing.
Between shooting through the altar and the armor, it doesn't seem to do much.
And bolt pistols have the tearing special properties, so you roll, technically roll damage twice and take the better.
Yeah.
I don't usually, because my first shot has normally done like an 8. So this time though.
Alright, Xanatov, you're on fire. So take another level of fatigue and throw me that willpower test at -10.
Nope.
So while you're on the ground trying to put yourself out, you're just kind of flopping and screaming and dying on your turn.
Yep. How much damage do I take?
8 minus your toughness bonus.
-5.
Ooh, that puts you at where?
That puts me at -5.
Oh, I thought you said -5 is in -5 toughness.
Yeah. I was on 0 wounds, so yeah, -5. Put me on -5.
Alright. The fury of the attack forces the target to the ground, helplessly covering his face and keening in agony. Sounds about right. Target is knocked prone and must make a challenging +0 agility test or guess fire. Well, you're already on fire, so... yeah, that's like the result on the damage table. You must also make a challenging +0 toughness test or be stunned for a round. So because you have fatigue, it's toughness -10.
In that case, that is a fail by 9.
So you're stunned for your next round, too.
Yay! Crispy fried Xanatov.
Jack, you want to give me a hand?
Yeah, I think Complex got this.
No, I mean, ever since I hit him with the fire attack the first time, I don't want to let him to die to fire. I have guilt issues.
Guilt?
Okay, crazy leader, go.
What is this guilt you speak of? It's a strange emotion.
I was going to say, we're chaos.
It's all according to plan.
Oh, yeah, you are the Zinchites.
Well, you start hearing her sing some music that I actually linked into the chat on YouTube. And suddenly her form just seems to be completely and utterly consumed by the flame.
Oh.
To quote YouTube, this video does not exist in your country.
Wow, because we're in the same country and it lets me watch it.
Yeah, okay, so this is about...
Oh. Well then, that escalated quickly.
And now the woman is entirely seemingly made of fire and fury.
So she's actually a sororita, not just the ecclesiarchy. Yay!
A real challenge. Let's do this.
And you see her give Cornflakes a single free swing as she charges at Solus.
I don't think that's a good idea, but okay.
Alright, throw me damage.
Come on.
Whoa! 24?
And make a fear
5.
test.
As a sororita, if she's not immune to fear, I will be very disappointed.
Oh, she's immune to fear.
Oh, she's not a sororita. There are no psychers in
Though
the
I imagine this might actually not be enough, considering she just took the form of basically a saint.
As a sororita, she has access to faith abilities rather than psychic abilities. They are psychic abilities to you and me, but they're dressed up as, quote, faith.
Yeah, it's basically Emperor's personal psychic. lift.
Yeah.
And she finishes up her charge at Solus.
It's like Korn hating psychers, but he's okay with blood rituals. It's the same logic hole.
And a miss.
And a miss indeed.
Watch the hair, lady.
So we're gonna have a flaming lady.
Against the flaming guy.
No.
Oh,
Flaming lady being chased by another flaming lady. Somebody get the popcorn.
Anyone got the Benny Hill music?
Solus, it is your turn, and due to the huge heat and conflagration that's literally right in your face, you take 1d5 wounds. No armor or toughness.
No armor or toughness?
Yes, it is. Oh no, this is actually a legitimate power right out of the rule books.
Yeah, there are powers that just straight up bypass.
There are powers that say, fuck you.
How much damage did it do?
Just 1d5 to anyone who starts their turn within a certain distance of her, which is 5 hexes.
5 hexes, right. Okay.
Okay. So, disengage is half or full?
Disengage is a full action that lets you move your half movement.
But then you get an attack action.
No, you don't.
No?
Basically, it represents you motioning your body, weapons, movement, whatever, to avoid getting hit with a counterattack as you step away.
Right, yeah. Sorry.
Alright, is that it for you, Solus?
Well, that was a disengage.
Yeah.
Well, he can use
That's
light
kinda
class
it.
pistol shot, but I didn't know if you wanted to do that or save his reaction for something.
Saving a reaction in case she decides to charge at me and I need to dodge.
Alright, Cornflakes. Take a level of fatigue, make a willpower test at -10, and we roll damage.
Take a willpower test against what?
If you're on fire, you have to make a willpower test every round, or you basically just spend your round screaming, "Oh, I'm on fire! God, save me! Ah!"
Yeah.
And I'll just give you the next willpower test, or if you want, you can put yourself out this turn with that level of success.
Cornflakes is currently in a frenzy. She doesn't really care.
Put yourself out, that way you don't have to keep taking damage and keep, you know...
Even on a roll of a
making
10, she actually doesn't care that she's on fire.
Yeah.
It's more the potential of you getting stunned.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
If you
I'm right there with you.
Spend the turn sitting there just going... There, fire's out. I assume it takes a full turn.
Yeah.
Okay, next person. She literally just pats herself down in places very calmly and goes, fires out.
Wheeler Jack. Cornflakes has put herself out, and your enemy has turned into literal fire. What are you up to?
She needs to be more on fire.
Yeah, but plasma
Why
fire
hasn't the fire suppression system kicked in?
because the ship itself isn't on fire.
And it's
I
a
can
chapel
auto-
where open flames are a regular occurrence.
I might be able to get over and manually trigger them in this room.
Again, plasma gun. Let's do this.
If somebody can cover me while I get to a tech point.
Is it... Short range. Standard. Hit. Boom.
Alright, throw me damage.
Rolling damage. 14 pen 10.
Alright, as you fire your plasma gun, you see the plasma just burn straight through the column that was partially shielding her, slams into her molten body, and you just see the blue plasma fire start to merge with the red fire that she's made of, and you don't think you necessarily hurt her.
Fuck.
Somebody cover me so I can get to the checkpoint and trigger the fire suppression.
Realizes that all my weapons are basically energy based.
You probably see a shotgun laying next to Zenitov.
Room?
Alright, Sister Panacea. There's someone that's on fire, someone put themselves out of fire, and you just saw a plasma shock get absorbed by a flaming psyker. What are you up to?
Now, this is... Don't I take damage for being within 5 meters of her?
Yes, you do.
Now that's D5?
Yep.
Just to say, I'm now down half a club.
Okay. And no reduction against that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Panacea might be our best chance against this thing.
She charges. Right.
Alright, go for it.
So, I'm guessing the Fire Lady doesn't look fatigued at all.
No.
No.
Nope.
That is a serious no.
And you see her just twist her out of the way of the blade as you swing down and you cleave nothing but air.
Okay, I need to look something up quick.
Can you call on Purple Nurgle for help?
Papa Nurgle and fire don't mix. If I remember correctly.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
We kill her, she gets back up as a zombie, and continues to harass us while she's on fire.
Or we kill her, and
Okay.
all we succeed in doing is killing the flame effect.
Or I keep shooting my plasma and somehow supercharge her.
I'm actually concerned you might be healing her.
Oh, that's good.
That's a legitimate concern.
Alright.
Ooh. 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 Is that good? Is that a good or is that a bad?
Well, it's the sort of thing. Panacea is a pseudo-demon, so I have warp instability. On a turn, I take damage, but do not do any damage. I need to make a willpower test, and on a fail, I take 1d5 damage. And if that 1d5 damage is enough to reduce my wounds to 0 or below, I'm sucked into the warp.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Chaos is kind of a trolly dick like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Well, you gonna try and make your willpower and wait a minute, your toughness is 3, right?
I'm unconscious, or I can't remember. I failed to the point where that damage I took, I can't make an action this turn.
Yeah. I was just wondering if your toughness bonus was 3 or 4.
3.
Alright, so next turn you'll actually be unconscious from fatigue. Alright, so 6.
I get toughness on that, don't I? So that drops me to -8.
Let's see. As
Not
the
like
attack
you've not done
washes
that
over the
before.
target, his skin turns black and peels off, while melted fat seeps from his clothing and armor. The target is stunned for 2d10 rounds. His strength, toughness, and agility characteristics are reduced by half, rounding up until he receives medical treatment. Permanently reduce the character's fellowship characteristics by 2d5. I don't think it's going to matter.
So-
Excuse me, what?
2D stunned for 2d10 rounds.
2d10 rounds?
That's
Yeah.
what Tommy just said.
You
Read
might
it
as well
right
say
out of the
knocked
book.
unconscious.
Oh god.
And doesn't his fellowship get reduced as well?
Everything gets
You
reduced
gonna
by
be an
half.
ugly Slaneshite.
Yeah, his fellowship is permanently reduced by 2d5.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take him to the vehicle bay and assimilate him into the Mechanicus. Or give him a Mechanicus assimilation.
Eddie, I don't know what it is about you and 40K characters, but they have a very bad reputation for survival.
Mine's not too bad. It's Panzer's that has the bad reputation. I've only lost 3 30k characters so far. And the first one was a fucking xenomorph that you dropped right next to him.
All right, well, we got the sister's turn, and she's gonna just go and try to backhand Sister Panacea.
And the third one committed
And misses.
suicide.
Whiffed it.
Whiffed it good.
I mean, you gotta give my third one that. He went out with style.
That's
All
fair.
right, Solus, you're on top of it. So what are you up to?
Just put out the heretic.
Does she just shove people away from her?
No.
Woohoo!
All right, you successfully keep Xanaton from burning to death. He's just, in incredibly poor shape. All right, Cornflakes, you're no longer on fire. Sister Panacea and the Psyker seem to be having a little sissy slap fight that's not accomplishing much. What are you up to?
Sorry about that. Also, can I just say 2 of my character deaths were you being a dick fee?
That's fair. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to make an athletics check for this. But can I leap over the altar and just charge straight across to her without and leap and bound over terrain as necessary?
Yeah, throw me it as acrobatics.
Not athletics?
No, athletics. Athletics is more for, like, lifting and climbing and, yeah.
Well, fuck.
You don't
That's
have
not
that.
gonna go as planned. Probably.
Come on. Hey, no.
Not trained in acrobatics, trained in athletics.
All right, so you will manage to leap over the altar, but as you jump down from the dais down to the ground floor, you'll take a little bit of fall damage for that.
No, it won't catfall.
All right, you
I
won't.
thought catfall reduces the
Reduce
number
fall
of...
damage by agility bonus in meters. So I ignore the first 3 meters of falling.
Yep, so you're good for that.
I basically can jump off a 2-story building.
And you can run in, but because you failed your acrobatics, I'll say you get a -5 at the end of the charge. Just because you're kind of stumbling and keeping up on your feet.
Okay, let's hope roll 20 doesn't
Not weird on your
fuck me.
feet.
Fuck you.
Did you take into mind the... Oh, you can't get the gang up bonus, can you?
No, I refuse to accept gang up bonuses. I actually legitimately yell at them and go out of the way to not get a gang up bonus.
Right.
Well, at least the sword's doing its job.
Sword's doing its job tonight. You might just have to have words with the axe.
Nice.
Hey.
Although the sword keeps hitting them in the leg, apparently she's got a thigh thing.
Come on, it's a 40k RPG. Left leg is the system's fetish.
Just gotta caress that left thigh. just grope it, just grope it and dig in and run nails up it, whole 9 yards.
Just be careful with the heavy petting there. She might have a burning rash issue.
I was gonna let you.
You could say she has a burning sensation.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Alright,
I mean, you could say she's on fire, but hey ho.
Alright, so you bring your sword down and it just slams right into her kneecap, and you hear the crunch of bone beneath the flame and the lava that she seems to be comprised of. She goes down prone, and you can just see that her wound is spurting burning lava out.
Oh, so you're hot on the inside too.
Yep, now you're this tired. I wanna...
So let's not do any critical damage that causes what would normally be explosions of blood and gore.
Right, Hitomi, will I be able to move to Zalatov and do a medical check to heal him?
Let's see, your half movement rate is what, 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit too far, you'd have to do it next turn.
Right, okay, well... I don't have any weapons that would do any damage, and shooting it with a bolt pistol just seems redundant at this point, so... Yeah, just move next to Xanatov and get ready to cover for.
Oh no, you could totally shoot her with a bolt pistol.
I mean, I could shoot her with a bolt pistol, but I'm taking too many negatives for it to be worth it.
And don't crit, or don't drop her into the crit range.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hitomi. No fresh meat.
No, I knew that before.
Alright, Sister Panacea. You got the 1d5 damage from the heat. Then what are you up to as Cornflakes has joined you in the melee?
Also, Choco, you're an ass. But hey ho, we knew that anyway.
Oh, what's he done now?
She's gotta take a swing.
Oh, Cooper wants me to kill you all.
So, celebrating the fact that the Slaneshi is burning.
Cooper,
alright. Take
Cooper,
your swing.
Stop being a dick.
Be careful about mentioning dicks around Cooper.
And
grenades may just
remember, she's prone, so plus 20 to melee.
Okay, plus 20 because she's prone. And do I get another 10 from gang up?
No,
Yeah,
because Fiaura's character doesn't have the perk that gives you the gang up.
You don't need a perk to get the gang up bonus, just that increases it if you have the double team talent.
Alright, I thought the double team Gacha gave it you.
Smash it with an axe religiously. That needs to be our new slogan. Smash it with an axe religiously.
Throw that damage.
There we go.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Presumably she's already got a broken leg.
We need to dedicate that power blade and give it a real name. Hey everybody, come up with a name for the Lolly Death Murder Machine's power blade.
Can we, in that case, can we come up with a name for my plasma gun? Considering
no, not yet.
Can we call it Bob? Because it is battery operated, and it may as well be your boyfriend.
Smack.
Smack indeed. And Xanatov probably knows exactly what she feels like right now as the power field just seems to overwhelm the flames around her body, and you see the dim flesh beneath the flames start to just crackle and burst and burn, and she seems quite insensate at this moment. She's finally stopped laughing and singing.
Oh,
how's that feel, bitch?
And then
the kawaii katana.
Going to use an infinity point to regain
Chris
wounds.
Hands.
I think because of my corruption,
awful. The floodgates, and I regret nothing.
I will automatically and being dedicated to Nurgle, I automatically regain the full
150 today, I will
D5, so 5.
Have to pick the name at the end of the stream.
I will double check that here. Now that it's not my turn, so.
Alright, Xanatov is stunned into La La Land for quite a while still.
Am I still on fire, or did they manage to succeed in putting me out?
I put you out.
Yeah.
And she seems to be stunned into La La Land as well. Solus, what are you up to?
So, do you have to have a certain infamy point threshold or a certain corruption point threshold to regain HP?
No, you don't. You can regain 1d5 regardless. It just gets better as you get more corruption.
Okay. Does that permanently lower your bit, or do you just have a number of points equal to...
You have a number of
your
points
score?
equal to your infamy bonus, so the tens digit that you can spend per session.
Okay. And that restores, or that refreshes each session, right?
Yep.
Can I use it on other people?
I will allow it, but Xanatov's going to take infamy pings if you use it on him.
Okay. How many can I use a turn?
Oh, it's free action. You could use them all theoretically if you wanted.
Sorry, I missed that. What are you doing to me?
Haven't decided. One moment.
Because I just managed to catch the fact that I'm about to lose infamy points.
Well, no, Jack is gaining 6 HP.
The kiss of life, syphilis.
Oh, we love Jack, so...
I admit Chris Hands.
We love Jack. Do you want to accept that, or do you want to risk losing infamy?
Oh.
What?
I thought it was just because he was unconscious.
No, I'm just doing it as like the gifts kind of thing, so, you know, reliance on someone else.
I thought I was just going to do that to him, so no, I won't do it on them. But I'll take that hit point for myself, since that is the exact amount I've taken.
Alright, works for me.
Okay.
What else are you
I
doing?
didn't realize I was running the risk of also, quote-unquote, harming my teammate.
Well,
If
he told me did say.
Yeah. Well, no, before all of that, I wasn't aware. So he's unconscious, yeah?
Yeah.
He still has his bolt pistol, yeah?
Yeah.
And a shotgun. Honestly, I'd leave our...
Just want to take his bolt pistol? You can do that. It's not like he can stop you.
No. No, but it's a case of... I mean, they've got this.
Oh, wait. I need to roll an awareness check. I don't see shit.
Don't play that.
What do you mean don't play that? I'm trying to find the...
On my laptop, sorry.
I was actually trying to find a console where I could trigger the fire system. But yeah, I don't find it.
chapel. I don't think there's going to be one.
So, cornflakes get 1d5 damage from being near the flame source, and what are you up to?
D5, ignore everything.
Yep.
Oh, only one.
So you got this burning woman that's down on the ground with a broken knee in front of you. What do you do?
Well, she's currently in a frenzy, so she can't pity the weak. She just views this person as another officer who's keeping everyone down. So doubly hate this person. Are they able to defend themselves, or is this a killing blow?
This is a killing blow.
I'm gonna roll willpower. Cornflakes refuses to strike a killing blow against a defenseless target and takes a step away and calms down out of frenzy. That is her action.
Alright. Wheeler Jack. He just ran up to presumably give Xanatov some Medicaid aid that he desperately needs. What are you up to?
Hold on. I have to do this. She walks away. She looks back at her. Defenseless whelp. You weren't even a challenge. And just walks away. No. End action.
You may want to be one more way. Other way.
He doesn't care.
Oh, right. I thought that bypassed armor and toughness.
I have enough wounds that it really doesn't. Like, it can get me down to 11 if it rolls max next turn.
I can't do shit. That was
well, with Wheeler Jack's expert Medicaid help, that's a wound for Xanatov.
Sorry.
Failing to treat a critically injured person inflicts a wound damage.
It does. That puts me on to -9.
Are you dead?
Toughness bonus before penalties is 3.
Yeah, that's a 9 would be a dead result.
Oh, fuck.
Wheeler Jack, congrats on killing a teammate. Something
you team killing fucktard.
Wait a minute. Burn an infamy to stay alive.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
I can, but at the moment, my character's main build is utterly fucked because I wanted to go down the fellowship route to get some of the really nice Slanesh abilities.
I can still fix that. Remember,
you can fix an all body scarring.
Yes, I can.
No, you really can't. Like, you can metallic him up a lot, but he's still never going to be restored to anything close to what he was.
Black blood will let me.
Anyway, I'm opting to let Xanatov die at this point and let somebody else in, seeing as I am monopolizing a lot of Fee's time anyway. So
no, you can monopolize my time.
It's
it's
fine.
I just put my foot down on the Saturday game because you're in every other game.
It's fine. Fee.
Leave it until like tomorrow to decide on this, okay?
No,
it's live.
Fine.
It's live. We're doing it live. Hetty, does your character live or die?
My character dies.
So, get your death scene.
Oh, I'm laying presumably flat on my back with Wheeler Jack looking at my body in confusion, looking at his medical supplies in even more confusion, going, wraps me up and wraps a bandage too tight around my throat and cuts off my airway.
And so, what is your character's soul experience as they receive the call of the Great Devourer?
Well, given that I'm going to Slanesh, it's happy.
So while you're strangling to death, slowly a smile creeps across your face as you go.
Oh yeah,
is going
the
be
pain
beautiful.
and the pain and the burning in my lungs from trying to breathe and the asphyxiation triggering endorphins. Oh yes.
Xanatov realizes a fetish he didn't know he had.
He's a Slanesh. Any fetish is a good fetish to a Slaneshi.
Hashtag team killing fucktard Jack.
Yes, Jack now gets the title Team Killing Fucktard.
And I was only trying to help.
Yeah, and I'm sure Daz was trying to help on the arc stream when he fired off that rocket launcher.
No, but this is not using a weapon. Medicine.
In hindsight, I probably should have used that to heal him, even if it would have caused him to.
That's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, man.
Hear the laughter? Do I sound like I'm bummed out or anything like this?
No.
Wait, question. Can I trap his soul before it leaves so I can bind it into something else?
Hey, if you want to turn Xanatov into a fucking combat servitor for you, go right ahead.
I'm just gonna point out. That
we just got the artist.
I just got the artist. I'm gonna have to talk to the artist, but I just got the artist.
In the chat.
So now I have an extra character I have to draw because I promised Hetty a drawing of Xanatov.
Nah, it's fine.
Yep. Hashtag team killing fucktard.
Hashtag team killing fucktard.
It's Wheeler Jack's turn.
So, one quick thing.
No, it's been my turn. I've just killed a teammate.
Yeah. Your turn is to execute Eddie.
I mean, to be fair, it could be considered a mercy killing.
Yeah.
And this is why you're not Mr. Unaligned. This is why you're not the anointed one anymore.
Oh, God.
So I just screen grabbed all my gear. So if you guys want to pick through it once this is done, you can. It's in the Black Crusade Discord.
Yeah, well. Yeah, we'll go through that in a bit.
Okay.
So execute the bitch.
Alright, so you take the 1d5 and
take the 1d5, and then I execute the bitch.
Alright, go for it.
So just roll damage then?
Cornflake upheld code of honor! I passed the willpower roll and upheld code of honor!
Ooh.
That's a low roll.
That's 6 on a 1d10 plus 3.
So ladies and gentlemen in chat, if you would like to join as our... I'm assuming they have to join as a Slaneshite? Or Slaneshite preferred. If you would like to join as a Slaneshite or Slaneshite preferred, but you don't have to necessarily be, contact Hitomi on the Discord and send her your character idea and or character sheet if you outright have already made a character.
Wait, didn't we have other Slaneshites in the
No, Slanesh was one of the two. We only had one.
Hetty was the only one who applied as a Slaneshi. Because everyone assumed I was doing it, and I was like, no, I'm a Cornite.
I think it was mine and was it unaligned?
We had the two other applicants was for
Unaligned and the Nerd were the only ones for the competition.
And Zinch.
Yeah, Zinch and unaligned, and maybe Nurgle. I don't think I think I missed the Nurgle.
Nope. There was no other Nurgle.
Oh, okay.
The unaligned and Zinch were the only hard choices.
Oh yeah, it was Corn, Zinch, and unaligned. Of course.
Sister Panacea, describe to me how you kill her.
She grabs her power blade does a neat Y incision and starts tearing out all the fleshy bits.
And as you're disemboweling or ripping him out and spraying him out, you see the flames and the lava start to die away, leaving only a very human corpse behind.
Hey.
So.
And ding dong, the Arbeit stabbed the wicked Arbeit.
Bitch. Yeah, Jack's gonna say, the Slaneshi's dead.
Is nobody going to question the bandage wrapped obviously far too tightly around Xanatov's neck?
Well, if they want to question it,
Fail to capture the soul.
I think Panacea is a little.
He just basically euthanized. He just fucked up his medical training.
Yeah, I think Panacea is a little preoccupied with looting internal organs.
Okay.
So you're saying like Wheeler Jack confused like what sodium benthazole for the stim pack?
Well, I'm gonna put it that basically he was so burnt up that Jack just basically made a slight error, but because he was so burnt up, it just killed that. Yeah, fuck.
Yep.
That's your story, eh?
That's what I'm going with.
So you're going with the incompetence defense. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going
so
the incompetence plus unrecognizability of you being basically.
I'm going to stress this. I'm not going to describe how Hitomi's going to pick the characters. That's entirely up to her. It's her game. I do believe she would prefer a Slaaneshi, but I don't think that's going to be a requirement necessarily. But anyway, yeah. Open character slot.
Yep. So, I think on that bombshell, should we end it for the night?
That's what I was about to ask. If you want to end on the team killing fucktard, or if you wanted to continue on.
Cooper detention and team killing fucktard hashtags are gaining momentum.
I'm good with continuing on.
My only thing is it's getting towards 10:30. I mean, yeah. Now where I'm good, do that.
I don't know. I think this is a good spot to leave off.
Yeah.
It also gives us chance for Hitomi to run some kind of audition ready for the next game and be able to and have somebody ready to incorporate into the game so that Hitomi's not having to adjust encounters for 4 instead of 5.
Yep.
Wheeler Jack was an accidental team killing Jack Tard.
Jack Tard.
So also Hitomi will need to see what we get for loot off of this gal and
in the chapel safe.
I'm sorry, I think all she had was a book and her robes. Don't think there's much of either left after she flamed on.
She had a bolt pistol as well. That's what she shot me with.
Yeah, everything went up when she went up.
Okay.
But there might be stuff in the chapel.
But yeah,
That's
I'll
fair.
get to loot and everything after the session.
Right. Are you up for continuing or stop here?
Character death's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
end of combat here, and the fact that we've now cleared out 2 of, I don't know, what, 6 of the... How many Retsune officers were on that list?
There
was 2 more that you didn't get to.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's 2 more that we haven't found yet.
3.
See, what a lot of people don't realize is we're the only ones storming the ship. So it's going to be a prolonged, protracted process to take... What class cruiser is this?
It's a
Doesn't matter, they're all in
It's
the
a
5
what?
digits.
Hold on. It's a what?
It's a battle cruiser.
So yeah, we're dealing with a 5-digit crew count.
To be honest, if we all die on this cruiser, we went out like badasses.
Is it a Mars or an Overlord? Because that makes a big difference.
I'll have to find my notes and check on it.
But yeah, as for the retinue, there was 2 in the med bay, and we only killed 1 of them.
Hold on, I have to go over this. It's Overlord, Mars, Dominion, Mercury, Chalice, or Armageddon pattern are the battle cruiser patterns. In the meantime, I have people to thank, and I'm going to kill the Doom music.
But yeah, even the smallest cruisers, battle cruiser, you're looking around 68,000 crew.
But on the plus side, we have a cruiser that can match a battleship in terms of firepower.
If we can seize it.
Well, you know it has a Nova cannon on it because it fired one at you on the planet.
Okay. I could probably spend them. Oh, Jesus. I just killed my own teammate.
Raphael, we did have a multi-melter until Jack dropped it.
Someone stole it and then shot me with it. Frankly, that speaks more that Xanatov got taken out by some puny-ass flames. I took a hit from a multi-melter and it still kept going.
I started that session on 2 HP.
That sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, but Xanatov, you've kind of been dropping and going down virtually every single session.
Xanatov has. If there's combat, you can guarantee Xanatov went critical.
Like, in all seriousness,
yeah.
So first off, I would like to thank my channel members. To be a channel member is $5. You get your name called out at the end of every stream. And on top of that, you get a loyalty badge in chat next to your name when you talk, as well as the ability to use our custom emojis here during the streams. They are Kyle Christensen, Drinking Buddy, Electro Blitz, Emerald Leafeon, Glenda Robinson, Mr. Jaunty 1978, Just Hetty, Mike Walhalla Bones, Lanzabi, King Bronze, Assignment Spaghetti, James Buckner, Song of the Void, Miss Priss, Skullman Gaming, and Heroin Bob. To become a channel sponsor, it says membership. We're calling them by the old name because the old name sounds better. But to become a sponsor, you go through, I believe, where's the sponsor? It's the show your support. You go to the bottom and there's a $sign that says join YouTube Gaming. You click on that and it will take you to YouTube Gaming, and then down at the bottom there's a join button to become a channel sponsor. It's $5 a month, and it basically makes sure that Google, regardless of the ad revenue I make, has to pay me. And I do count revenue from sponsorships towards the total Patreon goals for changes to the channel, such as becoming an ad-free channel, which is our next goal. We are currently pretty close. Let's see, 400 and something? Yeah, so we're currently really close to becoming a ad-free channel.
Can I also say thank you, Jeffrey, for the sponsorship?
He's been doing it for a while.
No, he's just hit the new member. He's just hit
he just renewed. Oh, hi, Jeffrey. Thank you. You're awesome. Yeah, he did it initially, and then I think he had to change his information. But anyway, I would also like to thank top-tier patrons and second top-tier patrons. So for second top-tier patrons, we have full Commissars of Slanesh being Floppadoodle, Song of the Void, and our anonymous person. And full champions of Slanesh, we have Jeffrey Perigo and Michael Bones. These people get their name, and I would also like to thank my $10 patrons. There's a bunch of them, but they're awesome. These people get certain benefits, such as getting to ask me a question I have to explore, picking a game I have to try out every month, or if you're a top-tier patron, you actually get to, one time you get to request a story up to 10,000 words, say for work that I have to write, for film fiction, and you can request artwork, including not safe for work art, from the artists that I employ at the channel. You can do the artwork request once a month. So that's all that stuff. In the meantime, tips today are Jeffrey Perigo, Cthulhu, damn it Cthulhu, Azel Blue, King Bronze, and Nirvana. I think Drinking Buddy. No, that's last night. That's Drinking Buddies from last night. Arvana, Azel Blue, Jeffrey Perigo, King Bronze, Azel Blue, and Cthulhu. And I believe that, yes, Jeff has won the hat. Thankfully, Cthulhu didn't win the hat or the world would end. Jeffrey has won the hat and has the right to go raid my panty drawer. In the meantime, yeah, the crew will do whatever they're told once we become the new people in charge. In the meantime, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, you get your final say.
There's my final say.
Sue capture souls, takes us.
What's your final say?
In chat.
Really?
As
You're gonna
Solus
dedicate me
fails
to
to
Zinch?
capture his soul, Zolas takes out some tainted machine oil and uses it to paint Zinch markings on the man's eyes and then a curved Slanesh mark around his lips with the wording in binary, one faithful servant Slanesh on his way of to eternally serve you, Slanesh, just as planned, even if the plan saddens me. Solus will then remove Sanital's bolt pistol from his side as his Las Mechadendrite jettisons the last pistol component, writhing a bit as the squid-like tendrils lash out in frustration. Removing the pistol grip from the weapon, he would inscribe the name Xanatov on the sides of the weapon before offering it to his tendril, which promptly consumes the bolt pistol offering.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you'll be remembered as a bolt pistol.
If I remember right, that bolt pistol was as much of a danger to me as it was the enemy.
Well,
Yes.
I remember it detonating a few cargo boxes.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Yeah. He tried to capture the soul and failed. You know, demonology.
My final words are... I can't think of anything.
Team killing fucktard.
Okay, does that mean now I get the nickname Caboose?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yep.
the Caboose of the team. Fuck.
You also get the tag in Discord.
Oh, do I get the tag? Oh, yay.
I'll create that and assign it to you shortly.
Cool. Thank you. I'm glad I'm a source of complete. I'm just glad I'm a source of entertainment chat.
All right. Anybody else want to get their final say in?
It's been a fun trip. I hope to see you all next week, and thank you all for watching.
I was on fire.
Literally.
And figuratively. The alert notification's not going away.
Alright, so jump back into live stream or for post stream?